So a couple years ago, we caught up with Dave Fridley here, FARR Technologies, and you were talking about a way to reduce construction costs and accelerate construction. How's that program going?
Yeah, we really wanted to concentrate. Our clients were saying, it's costing too much. So not only as we were negotiating with our construction companies, we also looked at ourselves, said, what can we do? So we started working also with RUS because they have a lot of rules of say you have to have an inspector with every plow crew, inspector with every drop crew. And we said, look, at this day and age with the technology we have, we don't need to do that. So they let us do some test cases and more. So we give that offering to all our clients. And a lot of our clients have really come around and they've actually jumped in and said, well, can you save in this area, save in that area? Can you maybe do one inspector for 4 crews? Well, at some point there's a balancing out that we have to do. But over the last 2 years, it's worked really well. We really feel that we've probably dropped our construction management costs, the consulting costs of my people being on site, by 20 to 30% in most cases because we're not running as many people. They're working pretty hard. And you got to follow up with the paperwork and all that, and we still follow all the procedures. But again, we can go back with the modern equipment and we can test, and we know that the cable's 30 inches deep or 22 inches deep or whatever, and we can do that after the fact. We don't have to follow the crew every day. So we spot check and go around and do that, and frankly, it's worked really well. And our clients are into it now too, so they're suggesting different things to do too, which is good for me because we're having a discourse, we're having a conversation back and forth. So I'd say so far it's been a win-win, and we keep working on it. It's a work in progress, but I'd say it's a really good success right now, and we can show where we've saved a lot of money doing that. And some clients are still not comfortable with that. Okay, you want 4 inspectors? We'll give you 4 inspectors. You want to do it with 2? We think we can do it with 2. We always put that out there to them so that they can make the decision. So.
And you haven't seen any suffering in the quality of the work?
No, because at the end of the day, if there's an issue, it is a performance-based contract. So if the cable doesn't test right, we wouldn't know that if we had an inspector right there until we actually test it. We check the depth. If the depth's not there, we go back to the contractor and say, you know what? It doesn't matter whether the inspector was there or not at that point. It's still showing this, so you've got to correct it. So for most cases, we don't really find that until after the project anyway. So whether I got eyes on it on every piece of equipment out there or not, we just follow through and in the end of the day, we look at every manhole, we look at all that stuff, but it may not be right when they do it. And that's really it. So I'd say big success there. Because again, the contractors are liable for getting it done and done right. Our job is really just to protect our client.
Well, and you touched upon something that Google kind of made famous, but this idea of how can you make it faster to get in the outside plant and get things done, accelerate that time to revenue, right?
Right, and it's things I've seen about Google is they went to the extreme of we don't need anybody. We'll trust our contractors. Well, now there's a lot of consultants out there doing work for Google, providing those services. So they went one extreme. Yeah. We're kind of saying, no, we're at the other extreme. We're going to go in the middle, and we're kind of meeting them in the middle. But definitely they have more inspectors than they used to have. So because, again, if you catch too much on the backside, it gets to be a huge contract fight in the end, and we don't want that either, the contractor or us or the owner. So the quicker you can catch problems and fix them, the better off you are. So.